What is up, y'all? It is your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building for a brief recap of Tamar and Vince. I'm not gonna go scene by scene. I'm really want to do like a character analysis because not a lot happened in the episode. First, I want to start off by saying Vince has totally changed since he lost weight. He just seems more peaceful, more clear on what he wants out of life and what is important. In my opinion, he doesn't even fit with Tamar anymore. Doesn't fit with her. Like, I don't know, y'all. It's definitely weird. He's definitely changed. Basically, the whole episode is gonna revolve around her, preparing for this club performance that she's gonna be doing. We see Tamar. Tamar is still herself, still talking her shit, saying what she says, and she did a lot of talking with the guy. I believe his name is James. He is the guy that got famous off of the singing about Patti LaBelle's sweet potato pies. I really like that guy. I think he's funny. I believe he's like her hairstylist. So, she was mainly with him most of the episode, just talking about, how she wants to look for the performance and, just getting everything together for that. There also was a scene with her and Logan making like a donut cake, and he is so cute. And I really like her relationship with her son. You could tell that Tamar, she seems like she's a good mom. Tamar does seem like she's calmed down a bit. She's still herself and, get loud and, pumped up and stuff. But she seems like she has calmed down a bit too. But like I said, I don't know if her and Vince fit. She had made a comment about how he's skinny now and I like thick, big guys, and I don't know if her complex is one where it's, oh, I want to be the skinny person in the relationship. I gotta be the thin one and you be the big one. Cause some people are like that. They want to be the slim one. And Vince wants to be healthy, so his main dilemma in this episode is he wants to have a surgery done. They show him going to the doctor, and he wants to get this surgery done where you get the excess skin removed, because when you lose a lot of weight, like the way that he has, there's excess skin hanging, and it just still, looks bad. It still makes him feel a certain type of way. You could tell by how he's talking about it. And I really feel like he should do it. Yes, there is a risk because he has had some blood clot issues, but there's a risk with everything. He really wants to do it. Tamar is against it, so that's kind of where they're at with that. But yeah, they are on two totally different pages, because you could very much well tell that Vince is trying to get healthier. He's just in a different place. She seems really focused on her career and, on what her next moves are going to be, and he's her manager and they're having issues with that. What I did notice is, like I said before, he should have stopped being her manager a long time ago, because it's too... I could see him being her manager, and it, especially with Tamar's personality, where she's over the top, where if something doesn't go her way, she takes that really personal and out on Vince. And yes, you have the right to be mad at your manager if he's not setting things up the right way, but it's too much of a strain, is what I'm saying, on the relationship. Because when she ends up doing, her club performance at the end, the sound was horrible, and I'm kind of like, okay, Vince, you the manager, like, what is going on? So I was kind of looking at Vince, And I feel like Tamar feels that Vince doesn't even care. You know, she was just like, oh, this stuff should have already been worked out. And Vince is pretty much saying, oh, well, this isn't, you know, really my job. My job is to make sure Tamar is where she needs to be. The dancers, it was so much confusion. They got lost, you know, with what they were supposed to do. But before we get into that, because that'll be the last thing I talk about, let's go back to Vince. He was at the cemetery visiting his mom and his dad. And I noticed that Vince has, I think Vince feels abandoned, and it's not his mom and dad's fault that they died, but he don't feel like he has anybody. He mentioned that that's why he loves the way that he loves, because he's lost so many people close to him. And he feels that Tamar doesn't understand that. Tamar has never really lost anybody like that. And, you know, that's why he loves her and her family the way that he does. So, another thing I notice is, like I said, you guys, Vince has definitely changed, and I don't know if I see all this cheating he's did. At first, I thought I could, like, see him cheating, but from his personality on the show, it doesn't seem like he would cheat or hit her. Not saying he didn't do it, allegedly. Not saying that he wouldn't do that, because, like I said, I don't know these people, but there are some personality traits that a motherfucker has when he lays hands. Let's just say that. And it just seems like Vince does not have that at all. So, I don't know. This season will be interesting, you guys, on how it plays out. But I definitely can tell that they have outgrown each other. I don't think that Vince wants to be her manager. The sound situation, let's go back to that and end it with that. With the club performance, Tamar was making all these faces, and, you know, where the audience could see how she felt. And I guess that's Tamar, being real, letting everybody know where she's coming from. But she felt very turned off by the sound. The sound was horrible, especially for an artist like Tamar. I'm just trying to figure out, why didn't y'all have a sound check? Vince, why didn't you make sure your artists had good sound? And he was like, well, that's not my job. And I'm looking like, well, don't y'all got enough money for a sound guy to make sure the sound is good? Because that is really important for a singer, you know, to have good sound. She couldn't even really sing and get off into the performance. Tamar was so pissed off after that performance, and I don't blame her. So, yes, I am. I'm going to put some blame on Vince for that. I feel like you are the manager. You should be setting this stuff up a certain way. Tamar is questioning him after the performance. What happened? What's going on? Vince seemed really nonchalant, like he didn't really care, or it had nothing to do with him. His part is just her. And I get where he was saying, but Tamar has been in this game, you know, for a while now. So she deserves good sound and, you know, for things to turn out right. So I was kind of on Tamar's side for that. I did feel like Vince was very withdrawn with the performance, and, you know, he knew some shit wasn't right, but it didn't really seem like he was all that concerned. So hopefully, as this plays out more, you guys, we will just see where they are at now. Like I said, I don't believe they're getting a divorce no time soon. Really too early to tell. I don't think they're leaving each other, but there is a possibility. Now that I've seen that they are on two different pages and have grown apart. Because I definitely saw that through this episode. There was also a scene where Vince was talking to Benzino and how hard it is for him to be her manager and her husband, and he just never gets a break from, you know, from being her manager, and it's never turns off. So it's definitely putting a strain on their relationship, but like I said, they should have not been, he shouldn't have been her manager, this long. She should have, had him manage in the beginning and then got somebody to take over. But, that's her husband. That was their decision. Now y'all dealing with what is going on now because you did not make that change when you needed to. So that's pretty much what I have to say about the episode, you guys. It was a decent enough episode for me to see, where their heads are. All right, y'all. That's pretty much what I have to say on the Tamar and Vince show. I will get back with you guys later. Real Housewives of Atlanta will be coming on tonight. I will be reviewing that. You can look forward to that. It is your girl, Brand New. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I will check y'all later.